why you always keep cattle panels on hand at the homestead. Man, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday it was 50 something degrees and sunny, and today it's very overcast, maybe 35, 40, and it's blowing in a storm. So make hay while that sun shines. Sometimes you might want to put things off, but you really should get it done while you can. So now we're going to move the sheep over here. Kind of a muddy, old, yucky, gray, gloomy mess out here today, but I think I can get them to cooperate. Hip, 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 hip. They're out in the woods right now, so we'll give the call out to them and get them going. Hip, hip, hip. See if we can make it happen. Hip, hip, hip. Got a little confused. Come on, girls. Hip. Come on. Come on now. Hip. Hip. Come on now. Hip. 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 Oh, they haven't seen that before. Hip. Go on now. Hip. Hip. That's it. Hip. Hip. Go on now. Go on now. Hip. Hip. Looks like they're going to make a smooth transition. That's what you call right there, trained in. So this is our first go around with the round bales for the sheep. We're going to see how that pans out, but I think it'll be pretty good. What I did was I just basically took a cattle panel and wrapped it around there and then secured it right here with a little baling wire. So what I'm going to need to do right now is probably cut a few of these cross members out right here. I'll show you guys because I'm going to do it right now, so that way they can stick their heads in there. But we're going to see how these round bales do for the sheep this year. I'll be kind of interested to know. I like the square bales because they're easy for me to handle, and you know, I can put them where I want, and it's just a lot easier. The round bales we had dropped off, so that was pretty easy. And then we got a round bale feeder for the horses, which has worked out great, and now we'll see how the makeshift round bale feeder for the sheep work out. So I'll show you guys right now how I'm going to modify it. Just use the bolt cutters and then just cut out this consistently all the way around, and then I'll just kind of check it and see how they're feeding with it. But I think that should be pretty good, and then they're eating from the bottom up, so to speak. So once you get past, they'll get in here and they'll chew this away, and then you can see like just right there is like much more green and lush. So it's always that top layer on the round bales that kind of look bad, but they'll peel right through there and get to that. So nice thing about this too is I'll still be able to use this panel, so it's a total recycle reuse thing. So when I'm done with it for the winter feeding, I can either put it aside and know where it's at for next year if we're going to use the same method, or I can use it around here for little spots, and always can use cattle panels. And what I'll probably do too is I'll space these out so they're not right on top of each other eating. Maybe go every other one. And then make sure you pick these up, don't leave them laying around. it'll look something like that. And if you're real particular, these are barely sticking out. Most of them I cut really good, but you could grind those down if you're worried about it. There's plenty of room for them to get their head through there and neck without it scraping on there. And they have a pretty good hair on right now, you know, like a thick layer of hair, so it's really not going to bother them, but I'll keep an eye on it. So we're going to see how that works. Mr. Turkey is enjoying his reprieve. He's still following everybody around, on the move. Just want to double check inside of the sheep house here. Make sure they have a fresh layer of bedding, which they do. Nice new fresh straw. And I want to make sure that I secure that door right there because I don't want them coming in here. You can see the pallets and they can get their feet choked up in there. So I always want to keep this door closed. See, door is secure. So that's looking good. Hi, Mama. So you can see the grass is still pretty green over here. There might be some value in it. You may think, oh, they're out there eating and everything, but they're really not getting enough food. And that's when you bring in the hay. The hay is keeping its value. It loses a little bit over time, progressively. So when you first get your hay, what happens is you're in the peak of all the enzymes and all the growth, and then you chop it off and it kind of suspends it. So you'll be able to get some value out of it all through the winter. Now, wintertime, when you guys are overwintering your animals, if you can butcher them and get rid of them, that's always the best. We've talked about this before on other videos. In the wintertime, you're not going to gain any weight on your livestock. You're basically going to try and maintain what they have going into winter. So if you can get rid of livestock through the wintertime, not only will you save on the feed, but you'll save on the aggravation of raising them through the wintertime, busting water and all that stuff. For us, we continually raise our sheep, and the horses are always going to be here no matter what. But if we had like a cow, we would try to get them early in the spring, feed them out all the way through till fall, and then get rid of them going into winter. Cows are the biggest losers on this game of figuring out, you know, weight retention versus value. So the bigger the animal, the more it's going to cost you, and the smarter it is to get rid of it if you can through the winter months. Man, what a difference a day makes. The blizzard of 2018 just rolled through. So I got tied up and I couldn't finish this video yesterday, but I want to give you guys an update on how this system's working as far as the cattle panel around the hay bale. I don't know if it's working too good because they've never had it before, so they're just not sure what to do. So I'm going to come over here right now and try to get them kick-started a little bit. Because I know once they get it figured out, they're going to be eating on it. You just have to understand that this is where the food's at. So I'll pull some of this out of here so they can get an idea that there's hay in here for them. And they'll start getting on that for sure. Hip, 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 hip. Come on, girls. Come on. So it'll look something like that. And then we'll just kind of monitor it and see how they do, and I'll keep you updated. Now we're getting a little curiosity. All right, you guys go ahead and eat your hay there. And then I got this guy right here giving me the business. Go on, girls, eat your hay over there. There you go. Oh, now we're talking. Now you'll find some here. All right, so we'll get back to you and let you know if it's really a success. For sure, they're getting it now. And I'm hoping that, like I said, they'll follow that little trail right up into the bale and just keep eating it all the way around. So let's see if I can get out of here without getting smacked. Gotta watch him. Gotta watch him. Oh, he's feeling good today. Feeling good today, huh, Rambo? Oh, you got to keep your eye on him, or he'll get you. All right, boss. Go over there and eat. You have to try to get me another day. Oh, he's just curious. I know a lot of you guys were asking about the outdoor shower. We definitely shut the outdoor shower down for winter time. So everything's drained out of there. There's just a little bit of water in there. It's frozen now. But all the ball valves are open and everything's free flowing. So whatever water comes in from the gutter is just gonna come out of the system. We don't want any water in there during the winter time that's gonna blow our ball valves or crack our tanks.
This is my famous chicken chili. It has northern beans in it. It has some diced tomatoes that I have from our garden this year, some jalapenos, some wonderful healing bone broth in there, as well as some of our pastured chickens.
All right, ready for some chicken chili after being outside, messing around with the hay. We'll keep you guys informed if that system works out. I'm pretty sure it'll be okay, but we'll just keep an eye on it. You know, they have to get used to it. It's something not familiar to them. Worst case scenario, I guess I could also peel off the cattle panel and then just open up the hay bale and then just let them go all at it. But they're really going to waste a lot if I do that. So the whole point of that was to save down on the waste.
Yeah, now it's time to eat.
Yeah.
My favorite thing. I just love this. It's so good. And magic ingredient, I love lots of onions. I put like 3 onions in there and cumin and lots of salt and pepper. It scrumptious, a little cayenne pepper and some cornbread. Nothing's better on a nice cold day.
Yeah, lucky thing we got that butchering done when we did it. Why do you let it set overnight?
Oh, I always definitely, after you butcher, I like to put it in some salt water and let it settle because it makes it much more tender.
Salt water overnight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Always.
We also eat food on demand, but you know, when we can, we butcher a little bit in the afternoon and then let it set overnight. And then that way too, whatever we're gonna throw in the freezer, you know, we just have it cool down and it's ready to go. You don't want to throw any meat that you just butchered right into the freezer.
No, because it's got that body heat in there. And the longer, when you let it set overnight, it makes it much more tender. Much more tender. Because if you're going to eat it right away, it'll be a little tougher.
That's it. We'll see you guys on the next video. As always, thanks for watching. And leave a comment down below if you guys ever have used a cattle panel in the manner that I am, as far as just trying to keep down the waste for sheep or goats.
See ya.